Yo, what up, y'all? Welcome to the Lyricist podcast. You're now rocking with your man, Lyricist, K Spiffy, and Dear for Life. We got some shit to talk about today. So before we get into that, I'm gonna do our little roundtable session, see how everybody doing. We're gonna start with you today, K. What's going on, man?
What's going on, y'all? Hope y'all having a good night. Thanks for tuning in. Keep continuing to tune in too. We're
We
trying to,
appreciate y'all.
we're trying to grow. We're trying to build.
Yes, sir.
Build with us.
What up, Dear for Life? What's going on with you,
What
homie?
up? We're just chilling, having a good Wednesday. Ready to get into it. Go to dearforlife.com, get you some beats if you need them. Get them for free. You don't have to pay for them.
Yeah, Kay was just making fun of me because I told him that I just randomly decided to put together to build a pizza oven in my backyard in 30-degree weather. You know, I'm just saying I was motivated. I'm tired of buying pizza. I think I just make my own shit. So
I would say pizza from scratch is good.
yeah,
I will say that. I never made a pizza from scratch. I made one like 2 years ago. That shit was like great. That shit was excellent. And it was a flat, it was a thin crust. I liked it. I really did. It was authentic.
yeah, you should do it again. Go build
I
your own.
used to make the pizzas all the time when I
The
worked at the
oven,
hospital, bro.
the oven in 30-degree weather. No, I don't know.
Wood fire, man. Wood fire is the best shit ever, man.
That's true.
Just saying.
That's true. That's true.
Wood fire pieces of shit.
Yeah.
I got a grill right next to it. It's a pit boss. Got a smoker up top, grill at the bottom, wood chips. I love that wood chip shit, man.
I guess the brainstorm could be what's your favorite pizza? Like kind or like toppings? Like what's your favorite pizza?
I gotta say, I like the meat lovers, like the heart attack pizza. Shit I'm not supposed to eat. Just saying.
Yeah,
We
I
all like shit that we're not
crust.
supposed to have.
Yeah. As long as it's not doughy.
Yeah,
I'm
deep
good.
dish.
Deep dish.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your favorite DFL?
I would say a thin crust with pepperoni and banana peppers. That's what I have the most.
Okay. I like that kind of pizza, but with chicken instead of pepperoni.
A buffalo chicken piece is really good too if they do it right.
Yeah, I think that's the name of it. Well, I don't do that buffalo part, but I just keep it regular chicken. But
Yeah.
I guess mine would be just supreme flat thin crust.
That's good.
I don't.
Too.
Yeah, I'll
You
take
like
off
olives on your shit?
black olives. Yeah. What's wrong?
Yeah,
with
I like black olives on it too.
that? You don't like black olives?
I
You
put
don't like black
anything on my
olives?
pizza to be honest with you.
You
You like
motherfuckers.
mushrooms?
You motherfuckers are communists.
No,
Man,
I actually on my thin crust pizzas, I actually take off the I don't like sausage on it. I don't like Italian sausage on it. So you might hate me for that.
Well, I'll never tell a man how to handle his meat. That ain't my
Okay, well.
that ain't my thing.
But
pause,
yeah,
pause.
Pause.
yeah, but
Pause.
that would be that would be
K-Rec TV. Okay.
no. This is the fifth. No, this is the third pod. This happened. You got to stop this.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, for he gets fucking asked for.
I didn't
a
say the
payment.
other one. I said K-Rec.
You're gonna sue the shit out of us.
Exactly.
They talking about pizzas and using my name at the same time.
Yeah.
That guy was
Put that-
obnoxious.
He put that right behind something about handling meat. We got a problem now. We got beef. Speaking of beef, man, that's a good segue,
A good segue.
I guess. So, yeah, it's a lot of shit. I can't really say it's a lot of stuff, but I think that the hip hop beef shit, I appreciate it. A lot of people don't appreciate it. People don't want to hear Benzino and Eminem rap and shit, according to Twitter, according to Twitter and shit. But we get into that. But the first thing I want to talk about is the beef culture in general, right?
Mhm.
Now, I've been hearing that with Nicki and Megan Thee Stallion beefing and stuff, and Nicki constantly mentioning Megan's mom, that some of the Barbs found the location of where Megan's mom is resting.
Of course they did.
And they've been trying to get access to it. So they had to get securities. Now, I don't know if there's some PR shit. Joe Budden said that he believed that it's some PR shit, and that, you know, Joe Budden is from the era that I'm from. So when it comes to like the rap beef shit, if you really got beef, it ain't no rules.
Yeah.
Mm.
But and I what?
Should there be a level of honor though?
But here's the thing: it's like Megan said the shit with the Megan Law stuff. You know, Nikki is kind of like touchy about like the shit with her husband and her brother, the accusations, and well, it can't be an accusation if they got charged. They got charged with it,
No,
and so at the end of the day, you know, I guess that's a sore spot for her. So she decided to take it a step further with, you know, mentioning her mom. But I don't think that she would green light her fans. Now that's on the fans to be responsible. That's not on Nikki. So if you got these crazy ass fans that's going to do the most and go visit your opponents like families' graves and shit like that, let them do that shit at their risk. You know, don't co-sign it, don't say shit, don't speak on it. And I'm pretty sure her PR is telling her that shit too. But you know, how do y'all feel about that? Dear, we start with you, man.
Well, there's a lot of weird beef going on right now with the Nicki, Megan, and the M Benzino. And beef, like you're saying, beef today is a lot different than when it used to be, especially with social media. Is like beef back in the day, whatever you said on the record was it, or whatever was printed in a magazine was really it, or an interview. But today there's social media and everything's magnified on social media, and everything's pumped down everybody's throat every day, all day. So I mean, that's how we're getting, people going to people's grave sites and stuff. And I don't know, that's just sounds out of control. There's got to be, a line that you don't cross. I don't even know why Nikki really mentioned her mom. I thought that was kind of out of line.
It was corny.
Yeah, but Nikki knows she's losing this beef. Everybody knows she's losing this beef, and I think Nikki's losing fans right now.
Do everybody know?
I feel like here's the thing: you lost when a motherfucker mentioned your shit in the slightest form possible, and you tweeting about them for almost a week.
Yeah. Everything she said in that record, she had already said on the internet.
She already tweeted 3-4 days, and then we dropped the record. Like you left. It's like, Nikki, do you know how to beef? Do you know how to do diss records? You should know this already. I mean, that's you like getting bodied apparently.
No, when it's my
go ahead, Kevin. It's on you.
Go ahead.
Okay, so that's how you said in beef culture. When you said, Nikki, do you know how to what would you say, beef? Did you know how to beef?
Yeah, do you know how to beef?
My question, when I heard Bigfoot and then the acapella version didn't make it any better. When I heard those two tracks, first of all, you basically gave a wide open lane to Megan, which is a layup. You gave it to her as like a quality standpoint. The way I heard Nicki Minaj, that song was so bad. That song is bad. That I just want to say first of all, one critique about it. It sounded like a beat that Blueface could rap on, but he doesn't even rap on beat. So she was already off beat as well. She was not on tempo. She was good. She had good insults. I would give her that. But at the same time, the insults came at the very end of the song where the beat is off and she's just talking. So the way that a regular rap beef would be articulate in the way, like even Drake is as much as we can criticize Drake for on back to back, at least he articulated it in a way where it sounds normal in a beat structure, on a rap structure. She did not do that at all. She was off beat. She was off tempo. She can't even her bars were corny on top of that. Yeah, she was disrespectful. I think she had the right attitude going into the beef. She just couldn't articulate it and put it, to work. But like, and then like the thing with the fans going to her mom's house. I mean, not her mom's house, her mom's like burial grounds. Like, again, like when you talk about another person's family, just like you said, everything's out the window. Me personally, there should be a level of honor. Like, be the better person. Like, beat them with your skill, which I feel like that's what Megan did, even though, like, yeah, she brought up your family member. But at the same time, like, Nikki, she's pointing fingers at you, but you're no better, though. Like, you were twerking on a 13-year-old boy in a club. or some kind of performance or whatever. And then you say she was humping the minor. Well, you did the same thing.
Right.
Like you did the same thing. So me personally, these niggas be like I said, lyricists. And then the beef culture thing, like
yeah,
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like if this is beef culture, like I said, one thing about beef culture, it has to be entertaining, which I feel like it was entertaining. It just wasn't. It just doesn't stack up to other beefs.
No.
Like and then like another beef that's just as bad, like Little Uzi Vert and fucking what's his name? The dude that made Plug Walk or something like that. I forgot his name.
Sauce Walker?
Nah, not him. It's a dude that was featured with Kendrick not too long. Like it was like maybe like years ago. I forgot his name. He's Rich the Kid. That beef was trash as well. Like no, this is gonna be one of the worst beefs in hip hop history. This one right here, just because of how disappointing Nicki Minaj was. Like this should have been easy for Nicki Minaj,
and it's crazy to me. It
should have been easy.
But you know what? Nope, I'm not gonna say that. Nah, because Megan has had sneaky bars for a long time. She has the same cadence, but she has had lyrics for some time now.
Megan's writing all her music.
She to my knowledge, she writes most of her shit, and the stuff that she did with Party was earlier in her career.
Nicki did say one thing: her flow is repetitive.
But
in this case, you could have used that flow.
I mean, yeah, she should have used something. I'm like, she needed a fucking prayer because after I heard that shit, I'm like, yeah, she's dead in the water.
But this is what I'm saying to you, lyricists. This is the kind of thing that and it's so sad. I feel so bad for Megan at the same time because there's nothing, even if she flat out wins, there's nothing she could do because she's just ratioed. There's too many barbs. There's too many popularity.
But you know what?
Too many.
Look, the hot girls are speaking for her too, man. So she ain't being completely drowned out by the bars, which is fucking scary. That's crazy to me.
No, I think we know the truth about the beef. We know who the real winner is, like the people's champion, if that makes sense. But the barbs it's just so many they're 50 million strong, bro. Dead ass.
Look, I'm not arguing with you. I don't disagree. But here's what I'm saying. Is that when you got Hot 97 doing polls and it's saying that 75% of the people say you lost that motherfucker, that's crazy.
That's sad.
That's New York too.
That's popularity.
Yeah. That's you ain't winning the popularity game, and if you are, you winning it by a small margin because 75% said on one of the hottest radio stations in the country that your ass lost.
That's sad.
When you got Charlemagne the God and DJ Envy, who's highly respected in the industry, when they say you took an L2 and you should have went different, look, the masses are speaking. You know, when you say, when you got Joe Budden saying your shit is forgettable and he's bigging up Ice Spice shit when she threw a shot at Lotto more than what you did, that says a lot. You're not winning the popularity by a margin. You winning by a very small margin if you're even winning. But I think by even the popularity, but with the hot girls and whoever her fans is, Megan's fans and shit, they standing strong behind her, along with people like me and you. I guess. Yeah, there's a lot of dudes there. They're standing firmly with her, and you got people like us that's calling it how we see it. Charlemagne the God, you got Hot 97. Everybody's saying the same shit. So the consensus at this point is that Nicki lost that round. Nicki got to do something different. And I'm not convinced that she's going to even try to, because she believed that she's so high up perched up on her shit. Like, look, yeah, your album dropped, you broke some records, that's great. But the thing is, it's looking like Megan is the superior rapper right now. Like, she whooped your ass and she said less than you. She didn't even have to call you out by your name. She had you tweeting about the shit for a week, and then got in your head to the point to where it is you dropped a weak ass diss. So when it comes to like the battle culture itself, Nicki lost. She lost that round, period, because she released some dog shit.
It was bad.
It was really bad. She should probably call, what's his name? What's her ex name?
I dead ass believe Blueface. When I heard that song, I dead ass thought Blueface gave her pointers. Dead ass. I was like, this is bad. Who? First of all, the beat sounds like something like T Grizzly can rap on.
It's like a YouTube beat.
It sounds like a Detroit beat. I'm not gonna lie.
It's like a YouTube beat.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. It probably was a Detroit nigga that made it.
It sounds like it was like, because you know Detroit. Well, at least like hearing from T Grizzly, because
it sounded like it was made for Icewear Vezzo.
Yeah, it's like something high tempo. Like you have to keep on going, not slow down. Like Nicki slowed down. She was off beat, off pace, everything.
Most
like,
Detroit niggas rap off beat.
I don't think T Grizzly raps off beat though.
Not all the time.
I think he sticks to his flow. Like,
yeah, I mean,
he doesn't change like how she was.
No, I mean he falls off and falls back on. Like Big Sean, he does it well. He the person that mastered it.
No, Big Sean would not rap on this.
No. I mean, I said he falls off beat and then get back on beat perfectly. That was my he would not rap over that shit. I don't know why she chose that beat. I guess she just felt like she could just pick a throwaway and like, oh, well, you know, I'm gonna kill her with this. You didn't kill her. You didn't kill anything. All you did was solidify the argument.
And the bad thing is the Barbs are just gonna support this, and she's gonna be thinking in her head she did just fine. I'm like, no, you didn't.
Not when the people that she got to see said this wasn't it. The people that she got to go do these interviews and press runs and what? No, hell no, that ain't it. That ain't it at all. It was dog shit.
But also one last thing. The reason why I said this should have been easy for Nicki Minaj is because these are the same people that I see over Rap Talk and Twitter and all these other sites put her in these top 10 convos. If this is a top 10 rapper, why the fuck she didn't handle her business?
I agree.
Why the fuck do we not hold this woman accountable? If you say, because I remember she had it was a podcast with Joe Budden. She said, I'm top 10 dead or alive. If you're top 10 dead or alive, why the fuck you ain't do this? This should be easy for you.
And the thing is, it's like you should smell blood in the water.
Yeah. This is beef. It's go time.
This is beef, right? So
Megan should smell blood in the water right now. She could drop a kill shot right now if she had the skills. She's writing her shit. I mean, that's what I would do because Nicki's on the ropes.
Yeah, Nicki's but you know what? Megan's in a good spot. Her PR is smart too.
Yes, for sure.
Because they're like, oh yeah, you know, this is a issue.
She didn't apologize, right?
She's like, this is an issue between, me and her, and she making it about my mom and her fans and people like that, dropping locations to my mom's grave and everything, and I want my mom's grave. That's the PR ran with that.
Yeah, it's personal now.
So I ain't saying that it's fine night. I ain't saying that she know what she doing and everything, but it's a dirty little trick by the PR. But that's what PR. Look, I've used PR companies.
There's some stuff I want to say off camera that we can't say right here, but because I think Nicki has something in her bag that could embarrass her, but I don't know. But I can't say it on pod. Can't say it.
I believe that may be true too.
Can I say it?
I mean, they got so much access to like information. Like, look, dude, like at the end. So if $50 can get you a decent amount of information on somebody from the street, imagine what 50,000 can do.
I think they're first of all, they're females, and they're money can make you money. The influence of money and like what you can do when you have this kind of money, I feel like you can do. Whatever, or you can you can get into whatever you want. So when you have this level, when you have this level of success and fame, I feel like I would not be surprised if Nicki, like, if came out there was some reports that she slept with some Young Money niggas. I would
exactly. I mean, Megan slept with everybody. So that's what.
Yeah, she's coming at her. Yeah, she's coming at her like you slept with this dude, this dude, this dude. I would not be surprised if this nigga smashed, this nigga smashed, this nigga smashed. Like,
we already know for sure Tory Lanez and the baby did.
Yeah, and
I'm talking about for Nicki. I'm talking about for Nicki. That's what I was talking about.
Oh yeah, well, I mean,
I wouldn't be. That's what I said. I wouldn't be surprised.
The assumption is there. But
I wouldn't be surprised if Drake got a little piece of that. I wouldn't be surprised.
That's why Drake was acting like he was fucking sprung off of her.
Drake loved Nicki, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga loved her. Should have took him. I ain't gonna lie. If he a fucking billionaire, might be better than a fucking nigga that fucks on minors. I ain't gonna lie. No, let's move on, bro. For bars on my ass.
Hey, you know whose diss is better than Nicki's?
Who?
Everybody's the fuck.
Benzino's.
Nick Cannon's?
Oh, the Nick Cannon one, that shit was so corny. I'm not gonna lie, that shit was corny. You had not only you dissing him, but you had your niggas try to jump him like Payne versus Jiraiya. Like, what the fuck?
And here's the worst part:
That's
is that
crazy.
Benzino released a new
Walling out niggas like that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Benzino released a new diss track against Eminem, and it didn't sound like him. It's just like he's never had a cadence like that, and he's never put together bars this way. I'm not going to assume anything. I'm not going to accuse him of anything, but it sound really, really different from his first diss. Was it Votorious or Vulturous or something?
I have to go back and listen to it, but
so yeah, Vulturous. That sound like Benzino. This rap Elvis shit, which is fucking tired. I am tired of the rap Elvis bullshit.
That's just corny, man.
It's corny as fuck.
That's corny as hell.
Try something else. If this tells me that if you did write this shit, you've been writing it for most of your career. That's what that tells me. That you've been writing this shit for 20 years.
Yeah, ain't no way.
Because you got cooked. Nails in the coffin fucked you over. Big time. And you broke his shit asking your daughter to borrow money. Just say it's levels to this shit with like this motherfucker dude. So it's like, and then what really bothers me is like, bitch, if you got a problem with ill, talk about ill, but keep Detroit out of your mouth. We don't give a fuck about none of this shit. We don't care about none of it. So me personally, I'm like, dude, what the fuck, man?
If I'm M, I'll just leave.
Leave him alone. He suck.
Not even does you suck. He's just because you're just bigger than him.
Look,
like, obviously bigger.
What he remind me of? He don't have a neck. This nigga remind me of Clay. This is Benzino. He's Clayface.
Let's keep it rap, bro. Let's keep it rap.
Benzino was walking out that motel with that dude, and that room only had one bed in it, bro. Did you see that?
It's crazy though.
He ain't got no neck. You know, it's like, bro, it's like I want to do this shit in the most subjective way possible, but it's like when you start taking shots at Detroit as a whole, and then you talking shit about Proof, that man dead, dude. Leave that man alone, man. And then you want to come double back and then try to big him up on the night the next song. Like,
yeah,
dude, stand firm on your shit, man. You know. So yeah, you had this. The diss track is good. It's solid. It's enough to get a decent response. It's enough to say, okay, well, he actually fought. I think his shit was on par, if not slightly better than what MGK did.
MGK had a good effort.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you, what's a rapper that you felt like had a good effort, but they still lost?
I mean, look, bro, I just seen a picture of him recently, like with eyeshadow on and hair spiky and like super feminine looking.
He's like, pop rock. He's pop or punk rock now. Pop punk rock.
Yeah. No, that's not my question.
He got wrecked. He's the closest to the person.
He still had a good try. I knew he was gonna lose, but he still had a good try. It was a good try. Just like no more interviews. I feel like that was a good try. He still lost.
I say this is that it was a good try, but it's forgettable.
Oh, like, MGK?
Yeah, Rap Devil is forgettable. And the reason why is because of what he did. He should have kept fucking rapping. He should have kept rapping.
Wait, the song is forgettable or him?
Both. The song.
I mean, I'm looking at the song. I'm not. Yeah, he's trash, but
I mean, the song is like, you know, it was cool. It was a flash in the pan. That was literally what it was. Then it's gone. What are you doing, man?
I'm just adjusting.
M didn't want to respond to that. He felt like he had to though because it was decent.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, you know, he was already cooking up some shit for Benzino because it's like their shit is personal. It's like the disrespect of his daughter and all this other shit, you know, and it's like their shit was, and even with the stuff with Source, what he tried to do to him at Source, It's like, you know, he and like the whole witch hunt and trying to expose the, oh yeah, he was dissing black girls thing and everything else. It's like, yeah, he made it personal.
He did. He called a conference for that stuff, and he said he
Yeah.
had a tape and all that, and he was there. What's his name? The co-owner, the other,
Yeah.
I forget his name, but yeah, that was corny too, man.
Yeah. So
That was just some hate and shit.
Yeah, I mean, so it was an entire, you know, campaign to shut that man down, and that's why I think that M will always respond to it, no different than 50 always responding to Ja Rule or Rick Ross, because it's personal.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, I would like to say that, yeah, after a while, the whole Eminem Benzino thing should not be revisited because, I mean, it's not necessary. But he made it necessary when he took a shot at him on Doomsday. And then he knows he put the spotlight on people. I think he does it on purpose too. But with all that being said, how is he not in the conversation of top 10? To garner this much attention just by not even putting the album out? Just, you're supposed to be irrelevant. You're supposed to have fallen out of your prime and not supposed to be any good, yet you still get the respect of a person in their prime, even when you're dealing with somebody that's irrelevant like Benzino. That's crazy to me.
That's not the point, but okay.
I mean, no, what's the point?
That's not the point. That's not. Just segue into the next topic.
No, I'm asking. I mean, like I don't understand. It's like how is he not in that discussion or even highly respected because of
he is respected?
If anything, I think that he's disrespected a lot
because he's not, because people don't have him in top 10.
No, I mean it's okay to not have him in the top 10. Some people say he's not even top 100. It's just the fact that
that's insane. I wouldn't I wouldn't say shit like that.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, when I read this shit and
matter of fact, play the TikTok clip because I know you made a video on it. Play the clip.
Do I have a clip?
It's on TikTok. Play the clip.
I don't have
not your clip, but his clip. Mo Hart, that's his name. Mo Blackheart.
I'm not playing this clip.
Why not? Because that's the whole point, though. That's the whole point of why you're saying this. Because that TikTok is going viral in the community.
No, but my response is going viral too, unfortunately, because I don't know why people care what the fuck I have to say, but it's one of those things. It's like, you know, I'm not going to play because it seemed like he was a little unhappy with the fact that I even stitched.
He was disingenuous with some of the things that he said, because even when we talked about this, he had the same argument. He had the same points. I feel like when I watched your video, I didn't think you were. I think y'all both had a disconnect. I feel like y'all both had a disconnect. I feel like so for me and your disconnect, right? I agree with you. The nigga does have platinum albums. He does have gold plaques. He has all the accomplishment, accolades, streaming numbers, the fan base, the popularity. There's nothing you can take away from him when it comes to the success of Eminem. The problem I have with Eminem is I just do not agree that this nigga is top 10 simply the fact that this nigga has many misses in his catalog as in album quality. That's my problem with him. So he was disingenuous with saying like his run ended at M Show. I don't think that's true. I think his run ended, well, as in good albums, I think it ended in Marshall Mathers LP2, but it skips between Relapse and Recovery. And I don't even think Recovery is bad. I just think it's mid. And then you know how I feel about Revival and on Up. And I think side B of Music to Be Murdered By is not good at all. But again, that's where I feel like he was disingenuous. I feel like he was saying like he was just counting him out too quick. And then like another thing I realized of Eminem, I don't question his performances because I know he has good performance. Like there's something you can leave out of an Eminem album, even if you feel like it's bad or not. Yeah. So like Kamikaze, I feel like Kamikaze, as in any of the albums outside of Revival, I like Kamikaze the most because I think Kamikaze is his best outside of those that 3 album run. But then like I can definitely say, oh, I like The Ringer. I definitely love Lucky You. I love that song. The one song where it's the first 5 songs. Oh, the song where he did with Royce the 5'9", that was like Look Alive from Drake.
Mhm.
That song, I like that song as well. But then like there's some other songs like Venom. I fucking hate that song. There's some
yeah,
other,
we had that
there
conversation.
is another song that he did with Juice World, Monster. I like that song as well. But then like there's some other songs on there I'm not feeling as well. So, but it's too many for me. It's too many negatives that outweigh the good, and I could definitely see that in M's career. Eminem can always make a hit out of his sleep. So that I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about you. I'm just worried about the cohesiveness of your albums. So that's my take on it. But like that's for me. If I'm being accountable to y'all niggas saying he's top 10, I gotta pack him up, bruh. I'm not gonna say he's not top like 80 or some shit. It's crazy. That's crazy. But like that's it. That's my take.
Go ahead, dear.
I was gonna ask Kay, how'd you rate that Bad Meets Evil album? Did you hear that one?
Bad Meets Evil?
Yeah, with Royce.
The one with Royce.
I didn't listen to that. Because I was going off of solely Eminem projects.
I got you.
Not it's like when we rate Kanye, Watch the Throne. Like for me, I can judge Watch the Throne, but I won't hold him all that accountable for it. I would take his portion of it. I have to assess it and hear Eminem's portion of it. But you know, I won't make an opinion because I haven't heard it. So that's another thing. Don't opinion on shit if you haven't heard it.
And that's the thing. It's like because
I genuinely like Eminem. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Let me be honest. I'm particularly harder on people that's from Detroit that make these statements. When you say that Icewear is a better artist than Eminem, I got a problem with that. When you say T Grizzly is a better rapper than Eminem, I got a problem with that. When you say, let's gravitate outside of Detroit. When you say that 21 Savage is a better artist, I'm saying how?
Like all time.
Not even all time. It's like, I don't care what era you in. Right now, the little bit that he's doing with Benzino outshine 21 Savage's album release.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. No.
You may not agree with it, but look at the press.
Because if you said all time, that's a way better argument. I would not disagree with that.
I'm looking at in this moment right now, what's being talked about. Are we talking about 21 Savage album or are we talking about Eminem and Benzino?
But we don't judge rappers on what we talk about, Lyricist. We judge rappers on what they do, what they did. That's what we're doing.
But we're talking, it's a question of relevance. So right now, his impact.
And he's going against Benzino, nigga. It's Benzino.
And that's how unimportant it is. That's what I'm telling you. You just made my point for me. Why is it that this fucker's conversation, the conversation surrounding Eminem is more important than 21 Savage's album release? We should be talking about 21 Savage album and how great everybody said that motherfucker is. But ain't nobody talking about that. He's being overshadowed by Benzino, Eminem, Nicki Minaj, and Megan Thee Stallion.
So hold that same hold that same energy for all the other album releases.
I will. Absolutely.
But either way, we shouldn't assess it by just an album release. It's beef where everybody's gonna gravitate towards beef because it's negativity.
Okay, but ain't nobody talking about Ice Spice Lotto.
Nigga, who gives a fuck about all of these beefs? To be honest, why can't we just understand that some of the masses are just like, come on, bro. We don't have to. We can be more smarter than the masses.
We are smart.
We could be a certain level of fan base and like see like, oh well, what y'all saying. I am not impressed by Eminem bodying Benzino because it's Benzino. That's why I'm not moved, nigga.
I understand that. But that's us. That's this realm. But outside of this realm, nobody is impressed with 21 Savage in the same conversation as anything that Eminem does. Anything. I don't give a fuck how great we think a certain album is right now.
Did y'all think that album was great? The 21 Savage album?
It was decent.
I'm just saying that the press that is getting.
I give it a 6. I'm giving it a 6.
And that's crazy because the press that this motherfucker is getting right now is like that bitch like an 8.
No.
Let them say it's an 8. I don't, first of all,
but that's what I'm saying though.
lyrically, he brings it down damn self.
Yeah.
That shit was the whole. Just I got
understand
2K. No, go ahead.
that's I'm just saying that's the energy that people giving that when I because I'm paying attention to like all the press that's going around it, but what's louder than that right now is what's happening with this beef shit, and who's involved.
Lyricist, I guarantee at the end of the year we would rather have a conversation over this album than a Benzino versus Eminem.
Dude, I'm telling you that right now. I'd rather have that conversation. I
You
think that
you rather talk about Eminem and Benzino than
I'd
than
rather have a
American Dream.
conversation about the albums that's coming out than like Eminem and Benzino. I know what Eminem's going to do to him. I already know it. I know that it's a foregone conclusion that the motherfucker's going to beat the shit out of him multiple times. So that's the part where I agree with Benzino, and I say it. I agree with him because there's a level of selfishness to it. Eminem knows that every single time he drops something, he's taking the attention away from the younger cats. He already knows it.
Okay, let me give you a question. Let me give you a hypothetical.
Don't you give me anything.
No, I'm asking a question. I'm asking a question. So what if Kendrick and Drake actually beefed on the night that Andre 3000 is releasing the album?
The funny part about that is that everybody involved is polarizing. So we're going to be talking about that shit across the board. Every single person is going to be talking about.
Okay, but either way, that would be both of those would be a highlight. But at the same time, if Andre 3000 drops album of the fucking year, that means we're gonna be talking about that longer throughout the year because it's something that's of the magnitude that we need to talk about. It's more of a long lasting talking point.
Look, we spent 6 months talking about Drake and Meek Mill.
Who we did?
Not us per se.
Oh.
But the hip hop community was talking about that shit for the longest.
Because it was impactful.
That's exactly the same energy that we get. Drake and Kendrick are bigger. We'll be talking about it for the rest of the year. And then we're going to be waiting to see what they do next because they're big, because they're who they are, and they're polarizing. Andre, we've been waiting for that shit for the longest. He's equally, if not slightly more polarizing. That's why that's why his tickets are selling out for his fucking flute album shit. So, like the tour.
The flute, bro.
Like the tourist shit. I bought tickets too. I don't give a fuck. I'm like, I will see it when he come to Detroit. So at the end of the day, it comes down to, there's levels to this shit. Like right now, Eminem and Benzino, Nicki and Megan is still in a spotlight from everybody.
You think Eminem versus Benzino right now is more impactful than the American Dream?
Yeah.
There's no way, bro.
I just told you I don't care for it, but I'm telling you that the impact of it right now. Look at Twitter.
I understand, but I think, in my opinion, Nicki Minaj versus Megan Thee Stallion is more impactful than the most impactful thing this year.
But that's what I'm saying is that it's side by side. Eminem anything, Megan versus Nicki, that shit right now is taking up the spotlight. It's the impact of that shit that everybody's talking about right now. So I'd rather us talk about other things, but people are not going to want to hear that because this is where we should be talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's me being selfish as a podcaster. I'm like, yeah, this is great content, but it's other content that we could talk about too, like album reviews that we should still be doing right now.
Yeah, I'm actually doing an album review on 21 tonight.
Right. So if we want, we could come
together.
He
dropped too. You heard about that, right?
Yep. Somebody else got an album coming out, but like that's all I'm saying is that that's where the selfishness is there, and because when you're that legendary, whether they put you in top 10 or not, when you're that legendary, anything you do is going to be magnified. So anything M does is magnified because he's M. People literally enjoy this motherfucker being at a Lions game, not spitting a bar. That moment was
that nigga was there.
He was just there, but guess what? He was all in the news. People wanted to see.
He's from Detroit.
Look, hold on. They wanted a Super Bowl with the Lions in it just to see if Eminem and Taylor Swift was going to be there at the same time.
Is Taylor Swift from Detroit as well?
No, Taylor Swift she's dating
She's dating what's his name?
yeah,
Kelsey.
from the
The
Chiefs.
Chiefs, yeah.
So they thought that was gonna be some fucking superstar ball.
Superstar Bowl.
You know what I'm saying? It's like people that's how unimportant this shit is, but they make it important. Now, I really do. I'm happy for the beef aspect of it because hip hop needs some beef, but it cannot keep being on the shoulders of Eminem. It cannot be.
Shoulders
Eminem's
of
trying,
Eminem is
though,
crazy.
man. Even in that diss to Benzino, Eminem mentioned he was
You
listening to
think
that
he
Forever song,
carries
trying to
rap
figure out who had
beef?
the second best verse. That's
Hold
a
on,
diss
hold
to
on.
them.
Hold on, dear. You think he carries rap beefs, bruh?
I think any rap beef that has him in it is the most relevant.
Fucking God. There's no way, bruh. No, there's no way.
Am I wrong there?
Yes, you're wrong. Yes. Nigga, look who he's going against.
It don't matter. They said the same. Look, and people said the same thing about MGK. Yet and still, they still say that MGK had a great outing.
Bro, who's
Potentially,
better? Who's better
Lyricist-
between Benzino or MGK? Who would you take?
I'm gonna take MGK.
But guess what? MGK's what? He's what?
He's what?
He's what? He's what, nigga? You see this? You see this? This is a bag of fucking trash. That's what this is.
You lost me.
Nigga, they're both trash. That's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say. Oh
Yeah,
shit.
but I don't
My
understand
bad.
what you
My
mean. But
fucking mic
go ahead, dear. Go ahead, dear.
Potentially, if like
Nigga,
I
they're
was,
both
if
ass. That's what
Eminem,
the
if
point I'm trying to
Eminem was
say.
stirring the pot with the right person, say he wasn't stirring the pot with Benzino, if he says something about, for argument's sake, Drake or Kendrick or Cole, yes, potentially that would be under the biggest magnifying glass as far as beefs. But Eminem's is already trying to do that because in the beef to Benzino, he mentions that Forever song and he says he's trying to figure out who had the second best verse. So he's trying to compete with everybody, and I like that about him. I mean, he's throwing jabs at everybody. It's not just Benzino. And I would say that's what I like most about him. He's an MC, he keeps it competitive, and he says he's the best, and it's a sport.
Right.
And I mean, you can't hate on that. And I mean, he backs it up. And
No, that's fine. That's fine. I think I like that competitive fervor. Like that's fine.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I say this. When it comes to rap beef,
He's not shouldering, bro. Come on, stop.
come on. When he takes a shot at somebody, anybody, it don't matter if it's fucking like 6ix9ine. It's being talked about. Who else has that energy?
When is
Right.
so?
Megan Thee Stallion dissed the shit out of the baby. Did we talk about that?
Did Meg? I don't even remember. When was this? Oh, wait, 20. It had to be 2021. Had to be.
Fucking and he responded. Did we talk about that? Did we talk about the beef that Lil Baby was in? How often do we talk about Lil Durk shit?
But you're talking about the YB versus Lil Durk shit.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
This shit was ass too.
Yeah, it's ass. But the thing is that anytime Eminem is mentioned in any,
well, it was mid. It was mid. I'll give him credit.
If Eminem throws a shot at the president, that motherfucker is talked about. If he throws a shot at the most irrelevant motherfucker, it is talked about. It is highlighted. It's trending and everything else. So yes, he is shouldering that shit. He is the face of that shit. He is. For commercial shit, that ain't nobody doing it better.
I'm not giving him the face of that. If the competition he's going against is clearly he can win. Like,
I don't give a shit if you take a shot at Taylor Swift.
What is Taylor Swift gonna do?
It's going to be talked about. That's the point. Is that
go ahead.
If he diss someone, it doesn't matter who he diss. It's going to be polarized. And for some reason, I don't know why they like that shit so much. But the thing is that anytime he talks shit about anybody, they talk about it. It's trending. I haven't seen many people to do that shit other than Jay-Z.
Maybe it's just talked about because he's just popular. Anyone who gets in a beef, they're gonna talk about it. That is popular. If Drake gets in the beef, they're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, and the thing is that anytime Drake threw a shot at anybody,
Just like when Mos Def and he didn't agree. He clearly he didn't agree with what Mos Def said, but that could have happened this year. I don't know why it didn't, but it could have happened. But that would have been talked about just as well, just because it is Drake. We don't think Drake is. Wait, you don't have Drake in your top 10, do you?
No.
Oh, well, yeah, so. I mean, I don't like. You don't have to be the.
But I don't see Drake as a rapper either. I've said that a long time ago.
I mean, he's a rapper. He has a quality issue. But that's another conversation for another day.
Yeah, that's another conversation. But no, this is like when it comes to the rap beef shit, that guy Eminem easily still holds the crown for that shit. Easily. Whether he want, I don't care who take a shot at. He can take a shot at a 5-year-old. That 5-year-old is going to trend.
Yeah, this sounds like some glazed donuts.
You call it glazed donut, but I don't think Deer disagree either. So
that's not the fate. Of course, he doesn't agree because he thinks he's a GOAT.
He never said that. His GOAT is different, man.
He said he doesn't argue with it. That's what he said.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue with somebody who said it was a GOAT for sure.
No, but what I'm saying is that this guy can take a shot at anybody and make them relevant. He did it with MGK. He's doing it again with Benzino. Look at it. Everybody,
he made him relevant, and he took it away.
Yeah, so what? But to have that power when it comes to just dissing somebody, you tell me he don't hold a crown when it comes to like rap beef shit. Okay.
Okay, how many rappers all time can you name lyrically better than him? You think? Just a round number.
37.
Like
10, 20.
Definitely like. I mean, what are the criteria? Because I'm gonna assess it as in how long can you maintain? How long
just lyrical skill.
I mean, skill. He would have to be 10, 15.
Okay.
But that's not my argument with him. That's not what I judge him for.
Right.
I don't question his lyric. I do not question him lyrically because he's a pen to paper merchant. So he strives to be that.
Yes.
That's something he takes pride in. And it seems like he will stand on that to this day. He's not going to change. So I don't question his lyrical ability. But that's not my argument with him. So
yeah, I feel it. You just talking about the last,
I'm just talking about what you produce, but
right. The albums,
I stopped judging albums, qualities, and start judging artists by what they do after they reach their prime. And yeah, he still to still have the ability to put music out. I give Jay-Z the same energy. I give Nas the same energy. I'm impressed. I'm still impressed with Nas. You don't see too many runs like his. And like during his period and like his age and everything else. So, I mean, for him to still be able to do what he does, I don't see where people say that he's on a decline. What, as far as his album qualities? Yeah, yes. Of course. That's it. But other than that,
another thing that I realized about that TikTok, I am not the only one with that opinion. That's another thing I realized. I am not the only one.
Right.
They might be a little bit more disingenuous. I think I'm genuine when I say mine, and fair at the same time.
Yeah, but boy got ate alive, man. He got ate alive. It was such a weak argument that I said something in less time frame, and people rock more with my shit than his.
Because the masses already agree that he is top 10. Doesn't make it. The masses it's too many. First of all, M has way more fans. They're gonna support him. It doesn't matter what kind of take anyone has.
He did the work, and that's what people got to understand is that he went out, he did the work, he gained the respect of a culture and of a community that never expected him or wanted him.
And the white boy shit is I'm not saying yours, but if that's the take that you hear, you don't need to talk to those people because that's not rap is an art form. Anybody can do it.
Anybody.
It's an art form. I know this is a bad analogy, but I rewatched Avatar. they don't like the Fire Nation. When they met that one dude with the sword, the guy was like, and he's from the Fire Nation. He was like, "Oh, I don't care who I teach it to. It could be a waterbender, earthbender, firebender, airbender. It don't matter. The art of the sword, it's open to anybody. Same thing like rap. The art of rap is open to anybody. Doesn't matter if you're white, black, Mexican, purple, blue, green. Doesn't matter. You should judge it for what you hear. That's how I'm going by it. That's how I go by it.
True.
So
I don't disagree. And with that being said, we're gonna wrap this up. I appreciate everybody for dropping by, checking us out. If you haven't done it yet, make sure you hit that subscribe. Follow all of us on TikTok. You see our names right there. You know, I underscore am Lyricist. Fuck, I'm about to scam myself out of closeout. You can also, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna put it up here. Follow these guys. It's K Spiffy.
now have a good one.
Also, Dear for Life. Our Discord information is in there too. So until the next pod, y'all, we catch y'all later.